Hello and everyone, welcome. A piece of F1 history this week at Mexico as Fernando Alonso set to appear in his 400th race in F1. An incredible number and an incredible legacy he has left behind. Yes, everyone likes Fernando Alonso. My missus likes Fernando Alonso. Everyone likes him. It's his warrior, never say die attitude. It's like affectionate. But yeah, most Grand Prix starts and an icon in Formula 1. He has underachieved in Formula 1, but it's an incredible number. He missed his media duties yesterday, so let's hope he makes the start of the race. We have had a bit of debate. I posted saying the video is going to be delayed today as I'm doing a forklift course. So yeah, not sure it is 400 actually. Singapore 2022 was the 350th. Was 5 that season. After that, then 22 last year. So that makes it 397. Then we have a comment from Will. Alonso's 300th race was Canada 2018. He left at the end of 2018 on 314. 22 races in 21, 22 and 23 left him on. People are counting it wrong. But we have got a little piece from Fernando when he appeared on the podcast on F1 with Tom Clarkson. But it's amazing. He's 43 years of age. He's still got that fire in his belly. Never say die attitude. Best starter in Formula 1. He has underachieved. Could have a lot more titles. It's iconic. It's history. You know, Alonso. Wow. He divides opinion in a way because he's a shithouse at times. And we've seen many shithouse moments. That time he bodied Alpine. And at McLaren, the car feels good, much slower than before, amazing. And then he used to retire the car on purpose when there was nothing wrong with it. 100% he used to do that, 100%. But it's incredible, 20 years plus, still going strong, 43 years of age. How does he motivate himself? He's not had a competitive car really since 2013. Aston were good last year, but he never really got close to that win. Not won since the Spanish Grand Prix in 2013. It's incredible. He still motivates himself. He must really cut him open. He's going to bleed racing because to not have a competitive car for over 10 years is crazy. Obviously, he took a bit of time out to go and do World Endurance, Dakar, IndyCar. But yeah. He's unbelievable, really is unbelievable. Iconic, warrior, never give in, best starter in F1, shithouse moments, we've seen it time and time again. Started his career at Minardi, then went to Renault. Obviously that came his first win at Hungary, 2 titles in 05 and 06. Then he went to McLaren. McLaren didn't choose a number 1, that is a title that Fernando could have had in 07. He could have been a 3-time champion. Then he went to Renault, probably went back to Renault. His famous moment there will be the Crashgate scandal. Then he went to Ferrari where he was basically the nearly man. Could have won it in 2010, got stuck behind Vitaly Petrov and couldn't get past. And then 2012, he took that Ferrari to nearly the title. It was a dog of a car. Some of the wins in 2012, that was prime Fernando Alonso. I'll never forget Andrea Stella, who is now at McLaren. One of the most beautiful. We are so proud of you and the team. And he's literally crying because the car was so bad in 2012. Yet the Spanish warrior nearly took it to the title. Yeah. So there's 3 chances he had to come world champion. 07, 10 and 12. He could be a 5-time champion. But if my auntie was my uncle, she'd have a set of bollocks. He's definitely underachieved in my opinion. 2 titles for his talent is not good enough. He's up there, isn't he? He's up there with one of the greatest drivers of all time. 20 years and still going strong. I don't know how he finds the motivation to travel 24 different countries when he's basically on the limit for 9th and 10th. Spanish icon. But the future, he's got Newey to come at Aston Martin, and surely that gives him the best opportunity for a third title. Alonso could go into his 50s. It's incredible. I actually struggle to see where his motivation is, but he keeps going and going and going. It's incredible. And he's pulled off some incredible races. Many will go to the Imola one where he held off Michael Schumacher. And that's another thing we need to address. This guy has gone up against prime drivers. Michael Schumacher, Kimi Raikkonen, Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton, Jenson Button. Just real off champions, and Alonso's took every one of them on. Max, unbelievable. He's got massive credit from the drivers. We're going to jump into comments by him here. Hopefully this works. Yep, here we go. So we're going to have a read of this. Fernando Alonso has taken a moment to reflect on his Formula 1 career before celebrating another milestone where he hits 400 appearances at Mexico. Alonso made his F1 debut as a teenager with Minardi back in 2001 and has gone on to race for some of the most famous teams, including Renault, McLaren, Ferrari. Now 43. Go down a bit more. Now 43. He, this year, committed a fresh deal to Aston Martin. Adrian Newey's come in, and surely that gives him a best opportunity. But he has underachieved for me. 22 pole positions, 32 race wins, 106 podiums, and more than 2,300 points to his name. The Spaniard will add to his CV at the Autodrome Hermanos Rodriguez this weekend, where he lines up for event 400. He was on the F1 Beyond the Grid podcast talking to Tom Clarkson about the milestone. To reach 400 now is a big number. Who admitting that travelling the 24 races a season is demanding, but he pays off all the sacrifices by getting behind the wheel. It's a way of demonstrating my passion for the sport. And he wants to be the best driver. That's why he went to World Endurance and won. He went to IndyCar and tried to win that. He's took on Dakar. Yes. He's tried it all. Get out. What's this? Knowing that no one reached that number in the past, maybe someone does it in the future, but not many. Let's say a group of 5 or 10 maximum. I believe Lewis Hamilton will achieve 400 easy. It's interesting to see how long, who stays the longest. Alonso was then asked what his younger self, the 19-year-old at Minardi, would have made of 400 Grand Prix appearances, which is almost 50 clear of the next, Lewis Hamilton. Unbelievable. I think that guy in 2001, I was not really thinking too much in the future. The dream was coming alive driving in F1, the first race. I mean, he's had so many moments. This is an interesting line. What I would say is when I won the championship in 2006 and then I joined McLaren, I had a 3-year contract from 07, 08, 09 and I was 99% sure that 2009 would be my last season. That was very clear in my head. When I signed that contract, in my head at that time it was long-term contract and 3 years will feel maybe long, but this is the last. I already fulfilled my dream. This is because beyond my wildest imagination to be an F1 champion. Yeah, interesting. Really interesting by Fernando. He has had an incredible career and we hope that he has a great Mexico weekend. It would be good to see him have a strong result, but the Aston Martin's not competitive as it was last year. He stood on the podium 8 times last season. You'd be lucky to spell podium this season. It's not good enough by Aston Martin. But that's why they've got Newey. And hopefully Alonso can win again. 2013 Spain seems too far, Yeah, he's a massive talent, Alonso. I mean, one of my favourite Alonso memories is GP2, engine, GP2. I mean, he literally bodied McLaren and Honda at their home circuit. But one of my favourite wins of Alonso is Valencia, 2012, started 11th. And one of my favourite things about Alonso is his starts. His starts are incredible. Honestly, cat-like reactions. I remember Italy, one being amazing. Spain, where he went into the lead. He is exciting to watch. And the battle at Silverstone with Sebastian Vettel in 2014. Box office. Comment down below your thoughts. Alonso hits a milestone. Let's hope he has a good weekend. And to mark that milestone, 400 appearances. Alonso. Wow. How many more? How many more? Is he going to get to 500? Is he going to be racing into his 50s? Let's find